BoatOat, the kiss that ruined it all. How can a single kiss destroy a partnership built over years? In a world where fame thrives on illusion, where romance is a currency and chemistry is a weapon, one moment between Boat Yongyet and Oat Passakorn has now become the breaking point. The moment the cameras didn't capture. The moment that wasn't part of any script. The moment that changed everything. A kiss. A single, unplanned, unapproved kiss. And the consequences rippled far beyond what either of them expected. This is the story of the kiss that ruined it all. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an update in the world of your favorite celebrities. The night everything collapsed, it happened during a closed promotional shoot for their upcoming project. A dimly lit studio. A soft romantic soundtrack playing. A small crew of only 6 people. Everyone believed the scene was routine. Simple. Ordinary. But insiders say something shifted that night. Tension was already brewing. Months of pressure. Rumors. Accusations. The instability of Oat's image. The scrutiny on Boat for standing by him. The director, seeing their discomfort, whispered instructions through a headset: just breathe. Trust each other. Forget the cameras. But what happened next was not in the script. The kiss that was never meant to happen. Witnesses say Oat leaned in too soon. Too close. Too fast. Boat didn't have time to react. And before anyone could stop it, their lips touched. The room froze. Not because of romance. Not because of chemistry. But because of shock. The script did not call for a kiss. Their contract did not allow an unscripted intimate action. The agency did not approve any improvised physical contact for this project. And Boat's expression said everything. He didn't kiss back. He didn't move. He simply froze. A staff member whispered, "It was so quiet we could hear the lights buzzing." Another added, Oat pulled away instantly. He realized he messed up. He knew it. But mistakes in private become storms in public. Because someone recorded it. The leak that destroyed the last thread holding them together within hours, the footage spread inside the agency. Managers panicked. Directors argued. Boat was immediately pulled aside for protection. Oat was reprimanded, questioned, suspended from remaining rehearsals. But the damage had already been done. What fans saw was not passion. Not love. Not a romantic moment. What they saw was betrayal. Boat's fans demanded an apology. Oat's fans tried to defend him but grew divided. The BL community exploded with anger. This time, not even the agencies could bury it. The kiss became a weapon used by critics, a headline for tabloids, a symbol of everything collapsing. Boat's response: silence louder than any statement. Boat did not go live. He did not post. He did not explain. He simply retreated. Insiders say he cried alone after the incident. Not because of the kiss itself, but because the partnership he fought to protect was slipping through his fingers. He reportedly told a close friend, "I feel like he doesn't see me as a person anymore. Just as a character." And those words pierced the entire fandom. OAT's apology that came too late. After 48 hours of chaos, Oat issued a handwritten apology on Instagram. He said he misread the moment. He said he took responsibility. He said he understood why fans were upset. But fans noticed one thing missing: he never mentioned Boat by name. Agencies called the apology incomplete. Fans called it insincere. Boat supporters called it manipulative. And Boat? He remained silent. The heartbreaking meeting that ended everything. 3 days after the incident, Boat and Oat were seen meeting with both their agencies in a private studio. Witnesses say the room vibrated with tension. Boat spoke quietly, almost painfully, "I cannot continue like this. Not without trust. Not without boundaries." Oat didn't look up. He kept his hands clasped, shaking. One manager confirmed that was the moment they ended as a duo. The decision was mutual. But it was heartbreaking. The partnership was over. No more fan meetings. No more duet stages. No more BoatOat projects. The kiss that wasn't meant to happen became the kiss that ended it all. A silence that still echoes today. Even now, weeks later, neither has spoken publicly about the deeper emotional damage. But those who know them say the truth is simple: both lost trust. Both lost control. And both lost something they might never regain. The fandom is still divided. The agencies are still shaken. And BoatOat, once one of the brightest partnerships in BL entertainment, now stands as a cautionary tale. A reminder that trust is fragile. Boundaries matter. And sometimes, one wrong moment can change everything. The interview that stopped an entire industry. It aired unexpectedly. No teasers. No warnings. No hints. Just a quiet notification: Boat Yonggyat. One-on-one. Unfiltered. The screen faded in. Boat sat wearing a simple white shirt. No makeup. No jewelry. Just him. His voice trembled slightly as he greeted the audience. And then the interviewer asked the question no one believed he would answer. Boat. What really happened during that kiss? He closed his eyes. Took a breath. And finally, he spoke. Boat's first public words about the incident: "I need people to understand something," he began gently. Oat and I were not in a good place that day. His voice cracked, but he continued. We had been arguing privately. There was pressure from the agencies, from the script changes, from the fan expectations. And somewhere in all of that, we forgot to check on each other as people. He pressed his trembling hands together. When the kiss happened, I wasn't angry because it was a kiss. I was hurt because I didn't agree to it. I didn't expect it. And in that moment, I felt like my boundaries didn't matter. There was no bitterness in his voice. Just sadness. Deep, quiet sadness. The interviewer asked, "Did you think he meant to do it?" Boat shook his head. No. I don't think he wanted to hurt me. I think he was overwhelmed. I think he misunderstood the moment. But misunderstanding still has consequences. The entire world paused. The comments sections froze. Even the studios watching live held their breath. Because this was the truth fans had been begging to hear. The moment Boat's voice broke, the interviewer gently asked the next question. Boat, did you forgive him? For the first time in the interview, tears filled Boat's eyes. His voice dropped to a whisper. I forgave him the next day. Silence. But forgiveness, he continued, doesn't mean things go back to how they were. I needed space. I needed to protect myself. He wiped his eyes slowly. And Oat understood that. The private meeting no one knew about Boat then revealed something shocking. The day after the incident, we met privately. No managers. No cameras. Just the two of us. He described Oat sitting across from him, shaking, apologizing repeatedly, unable to even look Boat in the eyes. He was crying more than I was, Boat admitted quietly. And that's when I realized, he wasn't a villain. He was just lost. Boat sighed softly. I told him I cared about him. But I needed time. And he needed help. Not hate. Not pressure. Help. It was the first time fans heard the word help associated with Oat. And suddenly, the narrative changed. The reason Boat ended their duo, the interviewer finally asked the question everyone feared, is BoatOat over forever? Boat looked down at his hands, then up at the camera. I don't know. A pause. But for now, yes. We needed to step away from each other. Not because of the scandal. But because we were hurting each other without realizing it. He breathed deeply, steadying his voice. You cannot build a partnership on fear or misunderstanding. You cannot perform love if behind the scenes you're both exhausted and confused. He ended the sentence with a faint smile, a bittersweet, quiet smile. The final revelation, What Boat really feels for OAT. The interviewer leaned forward. One last question, Boat. Do you still care about him? A long silence followed. A silence heavy enough to echo in every fan's chest. Finally, Boat nodded. Yes, he whispered. I always will. His eyes turned glassy. The world may see us as a brand. But to me, he was a real person. A friend. Someone I shared years with. Someone I laughed with. Someone who knew me better than most. A tear slid down his cheek. I care about him. But caring doesn't always mean staying. The screen faded to black. And that was how the interview ended. No dramatic music. No promotional message. No rescue narrative. Just truth. Painful. Human. Undeniable.